reaching well over 1 million views per month, so we can help you out with any of those advertising solutions. Ben at xtolmag.com, or if you just have a weather question, give me a shout right there, or Jason at xtolmag.com. And speaking of Xtol stuff, you can always head over here and go to xtolmag.com/weather. We're always doing improvements. Let us know if there's a map that you want to see here locally, and we can show that. We've got the live stream up right now on our main weather page, and there's a live radar page too with an interactive map. We've also put on our current conditions right here. What's cool about this, you can see the sun going up, so it keeps track throughout the day where the sun's at. Sunrise, sunset. You get the moonrise, moonset, the moon phase, rain chances, winds, humidity, daily weather forecast here that takes you all the way through next Tuesday. Then we've got the hourly forecast right there. So again, just all your weather needs right there. Be your own meteorologist right there at xtolmag.com/weather right here for Southern Indiana and beyond. I've got the weather story updated there. Some other regional and local maps. And then one of my faves right here. It's quiet, of course, across the region, but we can drop on some temperatures after 30s. We're making our way with the sunshine up through the upper 40s and 50s throughout the region. Closest little rain showers up here over northern Illinois. But again, we're nice and dry. Lots of sunshine here for us all the way through Thursday. Rain and storms Friday, a break Saturday, winter blast Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Winter blast doesn't mean much precipitation. Winter cold blast, lows in the 20s. First good hard freeze, I think we'll see when we fire up the weather models here in just 1 second. And we got Beverly Haggis saying that the lights are going for now until they start working on I'm not sure what that means. Lillian Lasley, good morning. 52 in her backyard. Thanks for those live weather reports. Dennis Gregory's got the chill up there in Bedford with 48 degrees there. Thank you for that report. And let's get into it here, guys. Let me get rid of that and bring up again the weather headlines. 60s through Saturday, showers and thunderstorms Friday, cold snap Sunday, Monday, maybe a chance for a few flurries out there. Today, lower 60s for the afternoon highs, south wind at around 5 to 15, and then temperatures will drop into the 50s after that. Our countdown continues. We've got our average highs in the 50s in 7 days. We're going to get, of course, that cold snap before that. Average first flurries in 11 days. Perhaps we'll beat that as well, late Sunday into Monday. Thanksgiving in just 23 days, and Christmas in 51 days. Oh, okay. Okay, that light's going for now until they start working on the other one. Beverly says the state is going to be working on another one of the culverts there on 60. And wow, Beverly, that's not the news I wanted to hear. The work needs to be done, but I'm tired of these temporary traffic lights. By the way, good morning from Big Happy and myself. A little coffee break before we dig in. Cheers to you on a beautiful Tuesday morning here. All right, let's bring it up. Our weather history for today. In 1886 in Indianapolis, the record snowfall for the date is set at over 4 inches. 1927, a decaying tropical cyclone dumped more than 15 inches of rain on the Green Mountains of Vermont. Killed 200 people, including the lieutenant governor. That is wild. 1936, Louisville had a record of over 7 inches of snowfall for today's date. I bet very few would remember that in 1936. 1959, a small EF0 tornado caused minor damage near Cape St. Elias Light Station on Kayak Island, Alaska. Easy for me to say. There were no injuries. 1973, an EF3 struck Brisbane, Australia. 500 homes were unroofed and 1,400 were damaged, 500 of which were deemed structurally unsafe. Wild time in Australia this time of the year. 1991, Louisville set a record low of 20 degrees for today's date. And just last year, guys, Louisville set a record high of 80 degrees for this day in history. Just last year. Weather jokes, here we go. And a lot of times they're not weather related, but I'm still digging them up here. But they are always stupid or goofy. I only seem to get sick on the weekends. I must have a weekend immune system. What brand of underwear do scientists wear Kelvin Klein. So Kelvin is a measure of temperature, absolute temperature. I think it's 273 degrees Kelvin equals 0 degrees Celsius equals 32 degrees Fahrenheit. At 0 degree Kelvin, there would be no motion, no energy, absolutely cold. Which days are the strongest? Saturday and Sunday. The rest are weekdays. Weekdays. Why didn't the guy enjoy his job crushing cans? It was so depressing. So depressing. It is punny today. There's your weather jokes and today's forecast for your Tuesday, November 4th. High of 63 degrees, sunny and pleasant out there. A south wind at around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Orlean Whitlow, good morning. Just now getting on here. Had 34 degrees this morning, and now we're back up to 45. Have a good day. You as well. Thanks for popping in this morning, Orlean, and with the weather report as well. Love the backyard temperatures reports from around the area. Those are going to get a lot more important when we get more active winter weather, of course, and seeing what you guys have in your backyard. And Perry Porter had a frost this morning and ready for the coffee. Cheers to you, Perry. Thanks for popping in here. I'll take a sip to that. So our sunset at 5:40. I'm liking the sunlight in the morning. It helps wake you up, I feel like, and then you get tired in the evening because the evenings are so long because the early sunsets. We don't have an after 6 p.m. sunset, I think, until like late January. And then our first after 7 p.m. sunset's going to be in early March, the next time change. All right, here we go. Our low tonight, not as chilly tonight, guys, because ahead of a front, it's going to get a bit breezy overnight. South wind at around 10 to 15. So cool, low around 50 degrees above normal temperatures. And look at this, up around 70 for tomorrow. Now, it will be a breezy day. Some of the wind gusts could be around 20 to 30 miles per hour for tomorrow afternoon. And the reason is because we're going to have a dry front move into the region. So it's going to get a bit breezy ahead of that front. And warm as well. Our average high is 62, so we're going to be about 8 degrees above normal for this time of the year for tomorrow afternoon. Sun up at 7:13, sunset at 5:39. The earliest sunsets, by the way, are in early December, when we only have about 9.5 hours of daylight. Okay, 70 tomorrow, down to 41 tomorrow night, 62 Thursday, so just a little bit cooler there. 65 before the rain arrives. I think it maybe kind of a midday thing, late morning and then maybe the mid-afternoon kind of time frame, but we're not into the high-resolution weather models just yet, so we'll get better timing as we get closer to the rain and storm chance. There's a little energy for some lightning and thunder and some gusty winds, but any severe weather threat looks like it'll be very low. Oh, my goodness. My mom has an update. The ladybugs are here. And, yes, I started to see them come out yesterday a little bit, but after we get a cold morning, right around or after Halloween, right where we're at, we get slammed with the ladybugs. They find their way in. I've got to remember to do the weather stripping. I keep forgetting to do it, but it's ladybug attack season. We had the stink bug attack. That was the first wave of bugs. They're better now, and now we're getting the ladybugs. And Lily Lasley's got my back. Awesome jokes. Ben, keep them going. I will. I'll do my best. Okay, so then we get the rain out of here. Probably late afternoon Friday, I'm guessing. But again, we'll get a better fine-tuning on that. Erica's got the ladybugs as well in Charlestown. The people that don't live out in the woods don't understand the struggle with the ladybugs. It is wild. And some people get it a lot worse than others, but they swarm and they try to get into every crevice. We fill up our vacuum cleaner with we're getting an arm workout this time of the year. Jeanette Pierce, good morning. 34 degrees there in Litchfield. Thank you for that backyard report. So there we go. Look at the drop in temperatures. I think it's going to be about a 20-degree drop in temperatures from Saturday afternoon to Sunday afternoon. And there might be, some sprinkles that might try to mix with a couple flurries late Sunday, down to 30, so below freezing Sunday night. And I think areas outside of town, and especially in southern Indiana, could drop to the 20s Sunday night. That would give us a hard freeze. And then Monday, a high of just 45. Might be a couple flurries flying in the morning. Wouldn't be surprised about that. There would be no problem on the roads or anything. So just some friendly flurries possible. My mom is an expert in the weather stripping now. I need to do that as well. And Brad told me, and I need to probably get some new weather stripping. Add it to the list. Got to do that. It'd be good to keep the cold air out, obviously, and also the bugs. Got to get on it. Got to get on it. All right. It's been so bad some years with the ladybugs. We've had to put painter's tape around every like door and window. Even though our house is tight, but they get in. All right. So there is the winter-like drop in temperatures down to 28 Monday night. So a couple of hard freezes, and that's good. It's going to get rid of the weeds out there. It's going to get rid of any leftover pollen that might be flying around, and maybe a fewer bugs out there. It gets rid of the bees and the hornets and the wasps and things like that. So not a bad thing to get a hard freeze, and we're due for the hard freeze.